Morning everybody, Randy here with a Steept vlog. I'm actually here in Hawaii. There's this hike that they like to call, now you may have heard about it, Koko Crater Stairs, Koko Head Stairs, Pu'umai Stairs, Koko Stairs of Doom. Let's not focus on that last one though. But if y'all don't know, this is all the way on the east side of the island, a little bit more affluent area. If you've ever been to Hanauma Bay, the snorkeling area, it's right across from here is the what they like to call Koko Head. So the way to actually get here, first you got to go into this neighborhood and find your way to the Koko Head District Park. Now you'll see a sign there showing when it's closed and when it's open. Most of the time there's some individuals, some locals that'll open up the gate at around 4 a.m. and that'll allow for you to do some sunrise hikes. Now if you go down the little road over there, you're going to find the parking lot. Now today in particular, the day before President's Day weekend, so of course a lot of cars. Luckily I was able to snatch one parking spot as someone was backing up, but you could see it's kind of all over the place right now, so plan accordingly. Once you get out your car, you kind of follow this little path here. Just follow the locals, follow the people. It's going to take you to the trailhead. As you can see here, this is the trailhead. Now I have to kind of get away from traffic here and kind of go to the side just to kind of provide a little bit of synopsis on this hike. Now, one thing I wanted to say, a lot of celebrities come here. A lot of locals do it as kind of like a leisure activity or some type of exercise, but you'll see a lot of people frequenting it. Some people just do the usual Stairmaster hike. Some people actually run it, like parkour type stuff, which is crazy. I would never do that. Fall on my face, fall down 1,000 steps. No, I ain't trying to do that. But some things I wanted to start off with, right? It's a very difficult hike. So if you don't have a lot of stamina or you're not as nimble, I would take some precautions as to whether you should do this or not. There's a portion in the middle that's pretty dangerous. And the way around it, I'll show later in the video. It's kind of slippery as well. So like I said, plan accordingly. Based on that fact, bring some hiking boots. Get something that has a lot of traction. You know, if your running shoes are pretty slippery, you're going to have a tough time. So just add that little safety measure there. Bring some water. Now, the thing about I want to say is the best time to do it is probably the sunrise hike. Now, if you want to do the sunrise hike, come an hour before the sun rises. So that way you'll have time to get to the top, kind of chill a little bit and watch the sunrise, which is super beautiful. I would definitely recommend it. I'll post a picture here that I took with my family. But the thing about that is get a headlamp because it's going to be quite dark. And just get a nice little headlamp, kind of watch make sure there's enough lumens on there to be able to brighten your path. Don't get the little cheapy ones. Spend a little money on it just to, again, we want to make sure you take precautions and you're safe here. If you can travel with someone or hike with someone, definitely highly recommend it. I mean, I've done it quite a few times. Last time I slipped and hurt myself, had a little baby cuts here, but you know, it doesn't discriminate against who you are. So if anything, take precautions. Like I said, they call it Koko Crater of Doom for a reason. Not really, it's not that bad. I mean, maybe it is. Depends on your level of physical ability. Right now I feel like I'm pretty good. I'm gonna time it on my watch, see the height, where it's gonna go. But the biggest thing for me, I'm going to give you a synopsis of the whole hike, the history about it at the top. Just wanted to add some precautions, give you an introduction of how to get to Hawaii, how to get to the park, how to get to the parking lot of the trailhead, and I'll see you at the top. All right, we're at the base of the hike. We're heading up the stairs, starting out at the bottom here. So we got about 800 stairs to climb. That's the start of the hike. You see Hanauma Bay in the back. Definitely not struggling right now, but we'll see when I get to the top. Probably sweating my butt off, but yeah, Just want to give a quick update on the trail. These are the stairs. They call them cable ties. Back then, there was about 1,000 of them. Over time, they deteriorated. But like I say at the top, they found ways to reinforce it. The hike converges a bit as you start getting up. You see the bushes and the lushness of it. The ascent starts to get a little bit steeper. So just conserve your energy. So the Koko Nut Coalition decided to put little markers here. Not really sure what these are, but as you go up, they start descending in number, which I guess kind of shows you that you're getting closer to the top. So keep an eye on those. Those are kind of things that you can observe to show how close you are to the top. You can see here on the plates that they added to the tramways, fairly new, especially the gravel. So the Coconut Coalition's been helping preserve as well as reinforce what's already there. All right, here's the tricky part. We're up 0.3 miles. So we have the danger sign. This is the one I was talking about. So there's no coverage below. It's a suspended railway bridge being held by 2 planks of wood. So definitely go at your own pace. It gets kind of slippery, so just be careful. If you're not nimble enough, don't do it. Otherwise, you can take the Murphy's Pass. Now, Murphy's Pass, a little bit slippery, but there's rocks and like a little pathway there, so you won't have to traverse this bridge here. So yeah, go at your own pace, understand your limits, and pretty dangerous. So step one at a time. Be very careful. I mean, it's not too far of a descent, but you don't want to embarrass yourself. But yeah, now this is the rail line going through the suspended piece. I could probably show Murphy's Pass when I come down, just to give you a nice little view of how that looks. Again, that would require some hiking boots, pretty slippery. All right, we're right by the suspension bridge, so we're gonna make a left here and take this little passageway. Just be careful, but for those who don't want to take the suspension bridge, y'all can head down this way. So I didn't take this last time, but I'll show you how it looks here. So just make sure you traverse it safely. Take your time. It's slippery. Sometimes if it's rainy, it can get pretty muddy here. So just be careful. This is on the 12th block if you're keeping track of the Coconut Coalition markers. So taking this all the way down. So you're bypassing the suspension bridge, taking a fairly safer route, I would say. So just follow me down here a little bit more. Yeah, not too crazy. There's some slippery spots here. Just be careful not to slip. I've done it before. And some Coconut Coalition tools here, as you can see, man, they're putting in some good work. But this is where I left off last time. And I'll show you the sign here that shows the pass here. So circle around. You can see Murphy's bypass. This is what you want to take if you don't want to take the suspension. Alrighty, I'm good. All right, I'm on the second half past the suspended bridge. As you can see, starting to sweat. My heart rate is at 142. I've been filming, so I've been stopping a lot, but yeah, starting to feel it, thankfully. Nah, just fine. Before I finish off with the history of the hike, just going to show you downhill here. You really got to be careful. Steep decline, so one step at a time. I'm at 700 feet, 0.5 miles, 180 heart rate beat per minute. So I'm going to get up the last 0.15, I think. So I'm actually working, man. I haven't been at 180 for a while. That shows how much I'm slacking off. All right, let me knock this out. At the top, 27, 31, 27 minutes, 31 seconds, 188 beats per minute, 850 feet, elevation 0.62 miles. Check out the view. Here's a view. Coconut Coalition just added this little deck here. As you can see, you got the Mauna Lua region here, which is Waikai. You got the Anama Bay. And you got the road all the way down to Diamond Head and Waikiki over there. I'll take another video on the other side where the sun actually sets. But let's go a little bit further up, get a better view. Another note, in the past you'd have to go right to climb a few little cliffs through the shrubbery. But again, another good thing Coconut Coalition did, so they added some stairs here to go straight to the observatory deck up top, which has already been renovated as well. Hey everybody, we're at the top here. Now I wanted to add a little bit of history behind Koko Head now. When you get it to the top, this is actually called the Pu'u'ai Summit. Down at the bottom is Kohele Pelepe Mountain. And then down below where the parking lot was at is Koko Head District Park. So those are kind of the names. They have a lot of names for this place. But actually it started back in 1943 when the Army decided to make a little radar station up at the top of Pu'u'ai Summit. Of course, it's after the Pearl Harbor war that happened back in 1941. And so some precautions were made to watch any particular enemy aircrafts that would fly over the island. So what they did was they created a tramway where they would have cable cars pulled by gas-powered pulleys. So they would go down to Koko Head District Park, load up any personnel, supplies, and radar equipment, and pulley it back up all the way to the top. The thing about that is they're able to have a sustainable station from which to watch aircrafts. But when the Air Force was created back in 1947, the Air Force actually assumed ownership of Pu'u'ai Summit. And they actually called it the Koko Crater Air Force Station. So from 1947 on, they were actually helping the Hawaiian Air Defense Control Center, one of the two vital radar stations, was feeding information to this control center here in Hawaii. A little bit after that, they provided the station to the Hawaii Air National Guard, and they used it until obsolescence. Of course, aircrafts and satellites came to fruition, so they no longer needed radar systems anymore. It was a legacy technology. So they gave Pu'u'ai Summit, the whole tramway, over to the city of Honolulu. And from there, what they ended up doing was kind of opening it up to the public. So now tourists, celebrities, plenty of people actually use this as exercise, you know, a little hike for them to check out the beautiful scenery in the top. Usually they have the sunrise scenery here, especially the locals. You see a lot of local people from Hawaii coming up here almost on a daily basis. And so there was this great group of people. They founded this 501c3 nonprofit organization called Coconut Coalition. And I'll provide the QR code here for you to donate money. But in essence, they saw the need for the stairs to be renovated as well as maintained and reinforced. And so in 2018, they opened up and formed the coalition. And then in 2021, they were finally able to work with the city to start renovating. Now, if you think about it, when it started, they had 1,000+ cable ties stairs. And over the years, with rainstorms and just natural deterioration of material, it went down to 800 stairs. So you can imagine the way this looked prior to them coming up and helping to reinvigorate this hike. And if you look at it now compared to what it was back then, huge improvement. I mean, you look at the railways, there's a lot of metal reinforcements there. You come up here, they have this little pier, this little stanchion that they have right when you get up to the stairs that wasn't there. It's very secure. You come up here, they have a platform. Before, it was just this 20-foot by 20-foot metal stanchion. You didn't know if that thing was going to fall or not. Now, this is safe for all visitors. And then they had these stairs that come directly up to this stanchion that wasn't there. Before, you had to kind of traverse the little hill section and kind of climb a little bit. But I'm just so thankful for organizations and people such as that want to preserve kind of a national kind of Hawaiian trademark. You know, people who come here, celebrities, athletes, military alike, they want to be able to do Koko Head and see the beautiful sunrise here. And it's so commendable that people have the heart, determination, and the love to allow future generations such as myself, and if I ever have kids, to be able to enjoy something as beautiful as this. But I really just thank you for watching this. I hope it was very informative for you, that you do the hike. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. Please subscribe. Could use your support. But what I'm going to do now is give you a nice little 360 view of this whole area, and close it out with the beautiful scenery. And hey, make it out here someday. All right, peace. All right, this is where we usually look at the sunrise. You can see the beautiful view of the windward side here. So now we're going to come back around. We're going to follow this trail up to this stanchion that I was talking about here. And this stanchion is going to show you a little bit more of the Mauna Loa ridge that I was talking about. So this is the little trailway here. As you can see, beautiful views all around. Pu'uai summit. All right. Again, wanted to allude to the fact that here is a abandoned cable tram. There's Hanauma Bay. Now what you're going to do, you're going to go up this stanchion, find your way up. This was not here since before 2018, but once you get up to the stanchion here, you can see a nice view of the Mauna Loa region. There's a little lookout that I was talking about, as well as Waikai, Diamond Head, and Waikiki in the distance there. So you can probably see Costco from here. Where's Costco at? Hey, but Costco as she is. All right, more mountains here, more views. Let me go back down. There's Hanauma Bay, so we'll head back down. See the back way. All right. So this is usually where people go to watch the sunrise. So we'll head out in this direction here. There's a little lookout here. And then there's also a little stanchion up here where you can stand up and check it out from a little bit higher vantage point. So here's some people just enjoying the view. Here's a stanchion that I was talking about in the past. Used to like to sit on this and watch the view. But when you actually go down this way, before they added the stairways there, you'd actually have to traverse the side of these hills, which isn't too bad, but it's nice to have a little stairway to come up now. There's a gun range over there. If you come a little bit later in the day, you can start hearing them. Early in the day, they're not usually there. So, and final view. Final view. Anyways, hope you guys appreciated this little video. Hope you get to enjoy it yourself.